The house is too loud with the sound of your name. No, nobody's speaking, it hurts just the same. I'm moving like shadows across the white wall, waiting for footsteps that don't walk the hall. I keep my head down when I pass by your door, afraid of the ghosts that don't live there no more. I'm holding my breath till my chest starts to burn, waiting for lessons I don't wanna learn. The neighbors see a man who is doing just fine. They don't see the wreckage, they don't see the line between the person I act out for the crowd and the one in the dark who isn't allowed to be loud. So I'm crying silent tears in the dead of the night, when there's no one to witness the end of the light. No sobbing, no screaming, just salt on the cheek. The language of losers who are too tired to speak. It's a river that flows with no ripple or sound, carving out hollows where my heart used to be found. Just silent tears falling on the floor for the love that doesn't live here anymore. I sat at the table and poured out some wine, one glass for the memory and one glass for mine. I watched the moon move across the cold floor, like a stranger who's looking for an exit or door. Every I miss you is trapped in my throat, like a message for help in a bottle that won't float. I'm a master of keeping the surface so still, while the deep water's freezing with the wintry chill. If I scream, would the stars fall out of the sky? If I roared, would the wind give me back a goodbye? But the silence is safer, the silence is kind. It keeps all the pieces of you in my mind, without letting the world see me break. The clock on the wall is the only thing speaking, while the floorboards are crying and the windows are leaking. I'm sitting in the chair where you used to belong, humming the ghost of our favorite song. I try to call out, but the air is too thick, and the flame of my spirit has burned to the wick. They say that the loudest cries have no sound, that the heaviest hearts never touch the ground. I'm screaming your name with a locked away tongue, and the wreckage of everything we had begun. I'm broken in silence, I'm shattered in grace. watching the pieces of us drift away. No thunderous ending, no crashing of glass, just the quietest moment as our futures pass. I'm screaming inside where the world cannot hear, falling apart, one invisible tear. I walk past the park where we carved out our names, but the bark has grown over and nothing's the same. The words that I say for the rest of our life are cut in my throat like a dull rusted knife. It's the goodbyes unspoken that hurt me the most. I'm a living man haunted by a living ghost. If a heart breaks in pieces and nobody's near, does it make any sound? Does it trigger a fear? Or does it just wither and turn into a stone in a house that's too big when you're living alone? The silence is deafening, it's drowning me out. I'm screaming inside where the world cannot hear, falling apart, one invisible tear. Shh, can you hear the sound of me letting you go? It's the quietest thing I'll ever know. Broken in silence, broken in silence. Close my eyes just to change the view to the only place I still have you. The streetlights fade and the world goes blur, and I finally hear that missing word. We're dancing slow in a kitchen light before the morning took its bite. I hold my breath so I don't wake up and spill the mercy from this cup. But the pillows are cold and the reality's thin. I'm fighting the light that's trying to get in, because when I'm asleep the world is still right, and you're still the ghost that holds me tight. I'm dreaming of you, it's the only escape, where our love hasn't lost its beautiful shape. In the garden of sleep there are no goodbyes, no hollow words and no tear-filled eyes. But the sun is a thief that steals you away, leaving me broken in the middle of the a crowd of stars, beyond the reach of these prison bars. We're talking low about nothing at all, before we let the empire fall. I reach for your sleeve, I feel the thread, forgetting every word we actually said. In here you're staying, in here you're mine, untouched by the cruelty of passing time. They tell me I'm drifting, they tell me I'm lost, but they don't see the bridge or the heavy cost of walking the waking world all on my own, where the silence is carved out of ice and stone. So let me go back, let the curtains fall. The sky is turning blue, I'm not ready to face the world without you. Just 5 more minutes, just one more dream, before I wake up and have to scream. I'll see you tonight. I'm standing in the hallway where the air feels thin, tracing the outlines of where you've been. The keys on the counter, the ring on the shelf. I'm talking to shadows to comfort myself. I thought we were written in permanent ink, but I'm standing on edges and trying not to blink. The door didn't slam, it just clicked in the frame, but the vibration shook every part of my name. Now the walls are expanding, the ceiling is high, and I'm left beneath the roof of a lead-colored sky. And I'm living in the echoes of goodbye, a hollow sound that never seems to die. It's bouncing off the rafters, it's ringing in my head, the ghost of every I love you we ever should have said. It's the ripple in the water, the wind through the pines. I'm searching for the rhythm in your fading lines, just the echoes of goodbye. The radio's playing a song you'd hate, but I can't turn it off. I just sit here and wait for the static to break or the melody to change. Funny how home can feel so sudden and strange. I'm folding your sweaters just to feel the weight of a love that I lost to a moment of fate. They say time is a healer, that it washes the shore, but the tide just keeps bringing your ghost to my door. It's a whisper, a murmur, a thundering roll, the sound of your exit taking flight from my soul. Will it ever be quiet? Will it ever be still? If the memory won't leave me, I don't think I will. It's ringing in my head, the ghost of every I love you we ever should have said. It's the ripple in the water, the wind through the pines. I'm searching for the rhythm in your faded lines. Just the echoes of goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. It's just a word until it's all you have left. I hear you in the kitchen, I hear you in the hall, but it's just the echo hitting the wall. The echo of you, the echo of us. Goodbye. I'm reaching out across the sheets in the middle of the night, looking for the warmth of you, but I can't find the light. The pillow still holds the shape of where your head used to lay, but the scent of you is fading, drifting further every day. I try to wrap my jacket tight to feel a phantom spark, but I'm just a hollow vessel drifting nameless in the dark. There's a space within this hallway that I don't know how to fill. The world keeps on moving, but my world is standing still. I'm a bird without a winter, I'm a sky without a blue, ghost of a man since I lost the heart of you. Now I'm staring at the ceiling with these empty arms, searching for the safety that lived within your charm. There's a desert in my spirit where a garden used to grow, and an empty soul that's freezing in a bitter silent snow. Every touch is just a memory, every breath is a toll, living with these empty arms and this empty soul. I saw a couple laughing on the street outside our gate. I wanted to warn them about the cruelty of fate, how you can have it all at noon and lose it by the dusk, how a flower turns to iron and a heart becomes a husk. I'm holding on to nothing with a grip that's turning white, praying for a morning that won't lead back to the night. Is there a place where the broken go to hide, to stitch back the pieces of the vanity and pride? Because my ribs are just a cage for a bird that cannot sing, and I'm tired of the weight of this gold and silver ring. It's too heavy for a hand that has no one left to hold. searching for the safety that live within your charms. There's a desert in my spirit where a garden used to grow, and an empty soul that's freezing in a bitter silent snow. Every touch is just a memory, every breath is a toll. Living with these empty arms and this empty soul. Nothing left to carry, nothing left to feel. The silence is the only thing that's starting to feel real. Empty arms, empty soul. God, I'm so cold. God, I'm so cold. The mirror is a stranger I don't wanna meet, and the shoes you left are still waiting by the street. I'm sweeping up the dust of a life we used to lead, trying to stop the rhythm of a heart that started to bleed. One day we were a mountain, the next we were the sand, just slipping through the fingers of my shaking empty hand. I tried to find the center, I tried to find the core, but I'm just a million fragments scattered on the floor. There's no map to fix the damage, no glue for the regret, just a long and lonely hallway I haven't finished yet. I'm living with a heart in pieces, jagged and cold, trying to tell a story that's already been told. Every shard is a memory, every edge is a tear, a sharp reminder of the years you were here. I'm picking up the wreckage in the dark of the hall, but a heart in pieces is too small to catch the fall. I went to our old cafe and I sat in the bed, watching the sunlight highlight every little crack. I heard your name mentioned and I had to turn away, because the weight of the world is too heavy for today. You didn't just leave me, you dismantled the view. Now every song I hear has a jagged piece of you. One piece for the promise, one piece for the lie, one for the forever that was destined to die. I'm trying to fit them back to make a solid piece, but the puzzle is missing the part that made us complete. lights are flickering outside our gate, like a heart that is struggling under the weight of 1,000 good nights that were never quite said, and the ghost of your side of our unmade bed. I walk through the grocery, I see your favorite wine, and for a split second I think you're still mine. But the cold air hits me as I walk through the door, and I realize I don't know who I am anymore. The seasons are changing, the leaves turn to gold, but I'm stuck in a story that's already been told. I'm reaching for something that's no longer there, just a handful of smoke in the cold winter air. And I'm longing for you in the dead of the night, when the stars are too heavy and the moon is too bright. It's a hunger in my bones, it's a thought in my chest, a soul that's forgotten the meaning of rest. I'm calling your name till my throat's getting dry, looking for answers in the hollowed out sky. Yeah, I'm longing, just longing for you. I found your old sweater in the back of the home. It still smells like the rain in the start of the fall. I held it so tight that I couldn't quite breathe, wondering why it was so easy for you to leave. The silence is a predator stalking the room, turning our sanctuary into a tomb, where I keep all the maybes and the should have beens, in the wreckage of us and our beautiful sins. They say that the distance makes the heart grow fond, but I'm just a man drowning in a frozen pond. I'm looking for a bridge, I'm looking for a sign across the great divide between your life and mine. But the space is too wide and the water's too deep. It's a hunger in my bones, it's a third in my chest, a soul that's forgotten the meaning of rest. I'm calling your name till my throat's getting dry, looking for answers in the hollowed out sky. Yeah, I'm longing, just longing for you. So I'll keep the light on, just in case you get lost. And my heart in my hand, longing for you in this lonely land, always longing, still longing. I went to buy your favorite brand at the store today. I got halfway to the counter before I looked away. The habit of us is a hard one to break. It's a ghost in my chest, it's a constant delay. I still pull the car to the right side of the lane to leave room for you, but it's just me in the rain, and the stars are all out, but they don't look the same. Like flickering candles that forgot their own name. I'm a compass that's spinning, I've lost every pole. Without your heartbeat to steady my soul. And I'm lost, I'm so lost without you tonight. Searching for land with no lighthouse in sight. I'm a map with no ink, I'm a bird with no sky. Just a man asking when, and a man asking why. Every road that I take leads to where you aren't there. I'm breathing in nothing but cold, empty air. Yeah, I'm lost, completely lost without you. The house is a museum of things we once touched. Who knew that a memory could hurt me this much? Your book's on the table with the page folded down, like you just stepped away to get something in town. But the silence is heavy, it's a weight on the floor. And I'm staring at hinges on a wide open door. They say find yourself now that you're on your own. But I don't like the stranger I've become all alone. I was half of a whole, I was part of a flame. Now I'm just a whisper of a forgotten name. And I'm lost, I'm so lost without you tonight. Searching for land with no lighthouse in sight. I'm a map with no ink, I'm a bird with no sky. Just a man asking when, and a man asking why. Every road that I take leads to where you aren't there. I'm breathing in nothing but cold, empty air. Yeah, I'm lost, completely lost without you. I'll just stay right here in case you're lost too. Maybe we'll find our way back to the me and the you. Until then, I'm just drifting, so lost, so lost without you. The coffee's getting cold on your side of the bed, and I'm still replaying every word that you said. The silence is a hum that I can't quite ignore, like the ghost of your key turning slow in the door. I reach for your hand when I'm drifting asleep, but I'm drowning in promises I couldn't keep. Now I'm just chasing the shadows of your smile, trying to hold on to the light for a little while. But the sun went down when you walked out that gate, and I'm left with a love that arrived far too late. Every corner of this room whispers your name, shadows don't feel the same. I saw your old coat in the back of the hall, still catching the dust as the winter leaves fall. I thought about moving it, I thought about us, how a diamond turns back into nothing but dust. I'm a king of a kingdom that's built out of watching the ghosts of our memories pass. Is it easier for you to just breathe, to wake up and not have to wake when you leave? 'Cause I'm memorizing the way that you laughed while I'm tearing my heart down, right in the shaft of the light where you used to stand. The walls are getting darker now. I'm learning how to live somehow, with a heart that's heavy and a room that's blue, just a shadow of a man, waiting for a shadow. Just a shadow of you. I'm listening to the rhythm of the rain on the tin, counting every second since you let the cold in. I used to know the tempo of your breath while you slept. Now I'm just keeping secrets that we should have both kept. The clock on the mantle is ticking out of time, like a poem that's broken and forgot how to rhyme. I try to glue the pieces, I try to mend the crack, but there's no road of diamonds that can lead a heart back. It's not a clean break, it's a million little shards scattered like a deck of old forgotten playing cards. Now I'm living with the sound of shattered heartbeats echoing through the house and the empty city streets. Every pulse is a jagged edge, every throb is a plea for a version of us that's been drowned in the sea. It's a stutter in my chest, it's a jagged broken line, trying to find a beat that used to feel like mine. Oh, these shattered heartbeats, they're all I have left. I walk past the window where the light used to hit. Now the shadows are the only things that seem to fit. I see your reflection in the glass of my wine, a ghost of a summer when your hand was in mine. But the glass is all frosted and the vision is blurred, and the I love you is just a four-letter word. One for the laughter, one for the lies, one for the way the light died in your eyes, one for the promise, one for the pain, one for the person I'll never be again. Can you hear the static? Can you hear the break? It's the sound of a spirit The tea was still steaming, the book was still open, the words were half finished, the vows were half spoken. There was no sudden thunder, no crashing of glass, no warning the moment was going to pass. You didn't leave bruises, you didn't leave scars, you just slipped away through the cold silent stars. I wish you would yell, I wish you would cry, giving me something to fight for inside. But you were a feather caught in the breeze, and I'm just the forest lost in the tree. 'Cause you left me so softly, it didn't feel real. Now I'm touching the space where your heart used to kneel, like a sunset that fades before you can blink. I'm standing on edges and trying not to sing. No sirens were wailing, no storm in the sky, just the quietest version of a long form goodbye. Softly you left, and softly I died. The dust hasn't settled on your shoes by the door. I'm waiting for footsteps that don't hit the floor. It's a gentle kind of torture, a polite kind of hell, to live in the silence of a ringing bell. You took all the color, you took all the heat, but you left all the memories so bittersweet. If the ending was violent, I know how to bleed, but I'm starving for passion, I'm dying of need for a ghost who walked out like a breath in the night, leaving me blinded by too much white light. A sunset that fades before you can blink. I'm standing on edges and trying not to sing. No sirens were wailing, no storm in the sky, just the quietest version of a long form goodbye. Softly you left, and softly I died. I'm listening for whispers, I'm watching the air, searching for pieces that aren't even there. You didn't break my heart, you just let it go, and it felt like the softest, coldest snow. Softly you left, softly, softly. I leave the porch light burning till the sun begins to rise, scanning every headlight for the color of your eyes. The neighbors think I'm crazy, they see me check the gate, but they don't know the heavy toll of a heart that's learned to wait. I haven't changed the locks yet, I haven't moved your chair. I'm still breathing in the ghost of you that lingers in the air. They say the train has left the tracks, the ship has sailed the sea. I should find a brand new path for the man I'm meant to be, but I'm anchored to the shoreline, I'm tethered to the past, waiting for a summer breeze to break this winter blast. And I'm still waiting, standing in the rain, waiting for the melody to drown out all the pain. I'm a soldier at a station for a war that's long been won, searching for a moonbeam in the middle of the sun. My friends have all stopped calling, the world has moved along, but I'm still here, just singing in the chorus of our song. Still waiting for you. I saw a coat that looked like yours at the station yesterday. My heart jumped through my wrist before the figure turned away. It's the hope that's getting heavy, it's the maybe that's the knife that's carving out the center of my solitary life. I've memorized the cracks upon the ceiling and the wall, counting every second just to see if you might call. Is it loyalty or is it just a beautiful mistake to keep a candle burning for a heart that's bound to break? I'm a bridge that leads to nowhere, I'm a letter with no stamp, just a lonely traveler sitting by a dying lamp. Of our song, still waiting for you. The seasons change their colors, the years begin to blur, but I'm exactly where I was, right where we once were. I'll stay a little longer, just in case you're on your way. I'm still waiting, still waiting. I'm looking at your picture through a hazy glass, watching the minutes and the hours pass. You're sitting right there on the edge of the sofa, but it feels like 1,000 miles until it's over. We're sharing a ceiling, we're sharing a floor, but we don't share a heartbeat or a hope anymore. There's a canyon between us in the middle of the room, filled with the shadows and the scent of your perfume. I reach for your hand, but the air turns to stone. How can I be with you and feel this alone? There's an ocean of tears between us tonight, drowning the spark and extinguishing the light. I'm calling your name from the opposite shore, but the waves are too loud and the song makes me sore. We're drifting apart in a sea of I'm sorry, the saddest end to a beautiful story. Just two broken hearts lost in the deep, with an ocean of tears we were destined to weep. let the first drop fall is the only way to break down this wall between you and me, between what we were and what will be. Tears between us, so many tears. I'm sitting on the porch as the sun slips away, watching the gold turn to a cold dusty gray. The driveway is empty, but I'm staring at the bed, waiting for a car that won't come around again. I haven't moved your keys from the hook by the door. I'm terrified of the sound of them hitting the floor. Every floorboard that creaks is a hope in my chest. A heart that's too tired to give it a rest. The coffee's gone cold and your favorite blue mug. I'm still reaching down for a phantom like her. They tell me that time is a healer of souls, but time's just a shovel that's digging more. And I'm waiting for you like the rain for the spring, like a bird with a wire wrapped around its wing. I'm a lighthouse that's shining for a ship that went down, a king of a ghost filled and hollowed out town. The seasons are shifting, the years start to blur, but I'm standing right here where we once were. Yeah, I'm waiting, still waiting for you. The neighbor came over to mow down the grass. He looked at my face and he let the words pass. He knows that I'm listening for a voice on the wind, for the sorry or hello, where the story should begin. I've memorized every light that shines on the wall, waiting for the one that makes sense of it all. I'm a letter with no address, a song with no key, just a man waiting for who he used to be. Is it madness to stay when the fire is out, to keep quiet in a room that just wants to shout? I'm a bridge that you crossed and then burned to the ground, but I'm still holding on to the echo of the sound of your footsteps walking away. Spring, like a bird with a wire wrapped around its wing. I'm a lighthouse that's shining for a ship that went down, a king of a ghost filled and hollowed out town. The seasons are shifting, the years start to blur, but I'm standing right here where we once were. Yeah, I'm waiting, still waiting for you. The moon's getting hot, the world's gone to sleep. I've got a mountain of promises I'm trying to keep. I'll leave the door unlocked just a little bit more, in case you remember what you're looking for. Waiting for you, still waiting. Kettle is whistling a low, lonely tune to a kitchen that's empty, in the mid-afternoon. I've counted the tiles from the sink to the door. I memorize shadows that dance on the floor. I leave the TV on to mimic a crowd, 'cause the quiet inside me is getting too loud. I'm listening for keys or a chord on the hook, while I'm losing my place in this half-finished book. The world is out there moving at speed, while I'm standing still with the ghost of a need. I've mastered the art of not making a sound in a house where the gravity's pinned to the ground. And I'm waiting in silence, I'm waiting in gray, watching the light turn to ash on the bay. I'm a prayer that was whispered and then cast aside. Oh, a heart with no harbor, a ship with no tide. They say that the healing begins with a scream, but I'm trapped in the hush of a broken down dream, just waiting in silence for the ghost of you. Past a garden we planted in June. The roses are dying beneath the cold moon. I thought about calling, I picked up the phone, but the dial tone reminded me I'm all alone. The words that I owe you are heavy as lead. They're better off buried, they're better off dead. So I sit in the parlor and watch the clock crawl, waiting for pictures to slip from the wall. And is there a sound for a heart as it breaks, or is it just static and hollowed out aches? I'm screaming in colors you'll never perceive, while I'm gasping for air that you took when you leave. The silence is deafening, it's all I can hear. They say that the healing begins with a scream, but I'm trapped in the hush of a broken down dream, just waiting in silence for the ghost of you. Waiting in silence, waiting in silence. The calendar is frozen on the day you walked away. I haven't found the courage yet to face a different day. The mail is piling on the floor, a mountain made of ink. I'm standing by the kitchen stove, too tired even to think. I still buy the groceries like I'm cooking dinner for two. Just a habit I'm not ready to break, because it feels like holding you. The colors in the garden have all bled into the gray. The sun forgot the secret of how to start the day. I'm a house with all the lights blown out, standing in the rain, trying to find the rhythm in the static of the pain. 'Cause the music stopped playing the second you left, and I'm a man convicted of a lonely kind of theft. I'm stealing back the memories just to get me through the night, but they always lose their shimmer in the morning's cruel light. Everything stopped turning, the world lost its depth, the moment that the oxygen was stolen from my breath. When you left, when you left, I saw your favorite movie was playing on the screen. I watched it to the ending just to feel what might have been. I found a stray hair on my coat, a single thread of gold, a tiny piece of us that I can still manage to hold. They tell me that the healing starts when you finally let go, but I'd rather keep the fever than the coldness of the snow. Did you leave a map behind? Did you leave a single clue on how to be a person who is no longer half of you? I'm walking through the rooms we built, tripping on the floor, searching for a shadow that doesn't live here anymore. Took the rest of me with you.